A rectangle has a perimeter of 40 centimeters. Which of the following must be true? The CLT likes these questions, and it's important for you to know that there are three types of statements. Statements that must be true, statements that could be true, and statements that must be false. So, answer choice A, the length and the width are equal. That could be true, but it does not necessarily have to be true. So it is not the correct answer. The area of the rectangle is 100 centimeters squared. Again, that could be true, but it is not necessarily true. The rectangle is a square. Could be true, but it is not necessarily true. The sum of any two adjacent side lengths is 20 centimeters. That must be true. If the sides have length 10, then they add up to 20. Adjacent sides add up to 20. However, if the side lengths were 19 centimeters and 1 centimeter for the length and width, they would also add up to 20 centimeters. Any two adjacent sides would also add up to 20 centimeters. All of the other answer choices could be true, but they do not necessarily have to be true. So the correct answer is D. In a group of 10 students, exactly 7 passed a history exam and exactly 4 passed a mathematics exam. Which of the following must be false? At least one student passed both exams. That actually must be true. Exactly 3 students failed the history exam. That actually must be true. No student passed both exams. That must be false. There are 10 students in the classroom. 7 of them passed the history exam, which means 3 of them did not. 4 of them passed a mathematics exam, which means even if the 3 students that did not pass the history exam passed the mathematics exam, there would be 1 student who passed both exams. So statement C must be false. Statement C says that no student passed both exams. That is false. At least 1 student must have passed both exams. So the correct answer is C.